Okay, this is our fourth rolling session. In the first three sessions, we used the Boule red composition and grew our stars from about 6 millimeters to about 9.5 millimeters. I did screen these with a 9 millimeter screen, and these stars actually fell through, meaning that they're a little bit less than 9 millimeters. So we will take the remaining stars and start adding our blonde streamer comp to them. Again, our blonde streamer is a C8 with about 40% ferro tie in it, and that's what we'll start with. So we'll put these in the star roller. Then what I like to do is I like to have the first coat that goes on this color transition to be a 50-50 mixture. So I'm taking 50% by volume of the red composition and 50% of my blonde streamer composition, and we'll just mix that together to form a 50-50 mixture. And this is what you'd call step priming. The red stars light fairly easily, so I don't need to go all out on a multi-step prime, but we'll just add this 50-50 to it. So then our dry comp, this will be our dry comp, will be ready to go. And we also need to make our slurry. Okay, then we need to make our slurry of our blonde streamer comp. So again, I'm just adding straight water. Now, since this has a lot of charcoal in it, it'll take a while for that, or it takes a little bit of time for that charcoal to actually absorb that water, but you can see it does it pretty quick here. So, not a big deal. Clearly too thick. Add a little more water. And that's looking pretty good. Now we do want, with any of these rolling sessions, we're always starting with dry stars, so we want to make sure that that layer adheres well to that dry star. So we want to make sure everything's activated here, and it does take just a little bit of time, a few minutes, for that, in this case, SGRS to activate. So we'll just kind of keep stirring it here, and what we see, as we've seen in the past, is that this stuff will start to thicken on its own, which again then we'll have to thin it. Also, since this has got a fair amount of metal in it, you want to kind of keep it stirred up, so when you're applying the Toro slurry to the stars, just kind of give it a little stir to keep that metal in suspension. And of course, the thicker the stuff gets, the better in suspension that metal will stay. So I think we can start here. I have made the mistake in the past of using old Toro solution or slurry, and I think I ran into an issue where it wasn't sticky enough and it didn't bind well to the dry stars. So to be on the safe side, make sure your Toro slurry is fairly fresh. In fact, I would say make it new each time, even though I've kept it for up to 24 hours. Seems to work, but I would say make it new each time if you can, just so you would avoid any issues with it not becoming sticky enough. Okay, make sure your Toro mix is good mixed up, and start adding it. And watch how that distributes through the pile. Again, you want these stars to be nice and sticky, so the dry composition sticks to the already dry star. You can see for the most part it's pretty good already. I would say I would want it a little bit stickier. Alright, now you can see it's sticking pretty good. They're pretty uniformly covered. Come in with our dry comp. And again, this is a 50-50 mixture of red composition and the blonde streamer composition. It's serving as kind of a step prime, so I make sure I get good ignition of the red cores. Stir up your Toro. I know I have said in the past that it doesn't seem to make a difference where on the pile you dump either the Toro or the dry composition. But if you wanted to dump it in front of the pile, that'd be fine too. Then the stars underneath are for sure picking up, which should be the smaller stars, are picking up the dry composition first. Okay, all of our 50-50 is on. Now we'll go to straight blonde streamer composition. Again, you like this, the Toro solution, you need a Toro slurry. You need to put enough on so that you make sure you're getting good adhesion throughout that layer of composition you're putting on also. The better the adhesion, the less it's going to flake off or separate. Here we go. You see they're looking pretty even, pretty round. Okay, nice drying day. We'll let them dry out here. I would say in 2 hours they will be ready to go.